Ever since I was a young boy, I had always been a fan of SpongeBob SquarePants. And even now, almost 17 years old and nearing adulthood, I still find myself fascinated by everyone's favorite nautical yellow sea sponge. But our dear friend SpongeBob has found himself at the root of a very strange and recent internet mystery. And in today's video, that is what I would like to be talking about. So, in today's video, submitted for your approval, the mystery of the Yummer. So what would cause our beloved little sea sponge to be at the root of such a strange tale? Well, allow me to explain the events that we know so far. In a recent and fairly new SpongeBob video game entitled SpongeBob Saves the Day, if you happen to go through the game's ROM files, you may come across a strange sprite, which does not appear anywhere else within the game. Now, upon first glance of the initial sprite in question, you may think this is something out of a creepypasta or an ARG, but I assure you, this is none of that. This is actually real, and this is actually in the game's files. The sprite in question, which has been dubbed by fans of the genre as Yummer or the Yummer, is a strange, hyper-realistic humanoid-looking creature that doesn't appear to be like any of the other common fish folks that is seen throughout the SpongeBob franchise. Soon after its initial discovery, fans of the SpongeBob franchise began coming together on the internet in an attempt to figure out who, what, or where the Yummer had come from, and what its initial purpose was within the game. Quickly enough, an online Discord server was set up to help internet users solve this strange mystery. And what I'm about to read to you are the events that have been known so far. Yummer is a sprite in the online JavaScript game SpongeBob Saves the Day. He exists in the Krusty Krab known internally as Zone 4_1. Yummer's graphics are part of the sprite sheets Atlas0.png and Atlas2.png. These specific graphics are internally called T_TMP Yummer and T_TMP Yummer 2. Yummer exists in every localization of the game. Yummer does not have any sound related to him, and Yummer is not referenced in animation code. Yummer was made the same day as all other sprites, suggesting he is not a placeholder. We looked through the code of SSTD and discovered that everything appears to have actions paired to them, except for Yummer, who is called but nothing happens. This could mean either he was meant to be called at one point at the function wasn't finished, or he was never meant to be called at all and any plans for him to fell through before they could develop. As Masked Raven puts it, the thing is, all other symbols and things on the screen have actions programmed with them like the bubbles moving. There are actual scripts attributed later on in the code like tweened, pivot, and duration. If you search with F3, Yummer only comes up once, meaning that the script for the Yummer symbol was made but is never called. Basically, this confirms that for sure there is no way to summon Yummer in the game. It does, however, give us a look into the way events work in the game, as well as how the game was programmed and stuff like that. But also, no matter how you cut it, our friend Yummer doesn't actually appear in-game no matter what we do. Look at the realistic eyes and mouth, and how he is bald and on the... It might be a reference to the creepypasta by the devs. Keep in mind that it is fake, but it can be a reference nonetheless. They don't seem to have any other references to Yummer in the other game files, suggesting it is not a signature like some thought. and proof they actually made it, followed by the source codes for the file. Latest update from yesterday. Me and Oddheader came up with the theory that Nick/the devs might have taken all files concerning Yummer out of the game, like the sound files, the text files, since one exists just called doll with no texturing in it, and the animation file, since 2 frames exist. This could make sense because of a dev removed it because he didn't want to lose his job, or Nick removed it because it was too scary. This also explains why he is still in the files, but remaking the entire sprite sheet might have been too much to do on short notice. No one knows why this was added, and that's why we hope to find out soon. And for the next couple posts, they have found the references that were used to create the Yummer sprite. So as we can see here, we found where the eyes had come from. A file called tmp_t_yummer was found in the files of Loudhouse game by the same developers, and it is from 2017, suggesting that Yummer has been around longer than as we are beginning to see him now. Eventually here we find the teeth files, and eventually another post. Sorry for the ping, but the Adoption Day 2015 dog, which we believed to have been Yummer's body, has been proven to be a hoax. It is a photoshopped image of Yummer. This is not the body of Yummer, and please be extra careful now in looking for sources in the Discord. Here we just see higher up people in the server talking to each other. Yummer is mentioned in the code another time, and a ton of dialogue was cut, including one about Wormy and a doll in Squidward's level, and the sprite of Sandy's suit with a rip in its files as well. A lot seems to be cut or hidden. So let's summarize what we know so far. Yummer has appeared as a game sprite in other games dating back to at least 2017, and Yummer was fully intended to be in this game at one point in time, but was cut for an unknown reason. Whether that was because a developer did not want to lose his job over a joke, or because Nickelodeon thought the sprite was too scary and cut it out at the last minute. Either way, we still do not fully know that for sure, but that is what we know so far, and the rest is just rumors, speculations, and different theories. If you do have any information at all about the Yummer, or you would simply like to join your fellow SpongeBob fanatics in trying to uncover this strange mystery, I will provide a link on screen that does lead to the official Yummer investigation Discord server. But until any new evidence or news can come to light, the Yummer will remain as an internet mystery. As always, I am Emperor Techno. I thank you for watching my videos, and I will see you again next time.